Welcome to your Daily Bread podcast. I'm Aaron Smith. Thanks for joining me. Hey, this is all about money. This podcast is all about money. If you are a six-figure earner, 150K up to a 500K per year income earner, tune in. This podcast is for you. It's designed for you. So we're going to have a conversation this evening. We're going to talk about 7 financial moves that every six-figure income earner should be doing right now in the year 2025 to prepare yourself financially for 2026. Right? So come on in here. Let's have a conversation. You know, I believe in positioning when it comes to wealth building. Okay, that being in a position where you are preparing yourself to win. I want you to think about this for a second. Let's say that you are planning to run a race. Let's call it a 1.5 mile race, right? It's a little bit of distance. And it's 15 of you at the starting line. And you're thinking about, how do I position myself? How do I jockey myself in that I can prepare myself to win, right? Okay. How do I do that? Well, when it comes to building wealth, it's the same thing. You want to position yourself so that in the years to come, uh, you prepare yourself to win financially for yourself and your family. And many times we don't know how to do that. And what I want to share this evening is 7 financial moves that you can employ as you start to position yourself for financial success. So as you navigate into year 2026, you're going to find yourself in a place where you are on a journey to financial success, financial freedom. Okay. So I'm going to give you 7 of those. I hope that you have something to write with as I share with you, something that you can write on as I share with you. Um, the start here is high income earners, 6-figure earners. Create an emergency account. It sounds simple, but it could be effective for you if there's an emergency. You lose your job, right? Temporarily. And unfortunately, we are in the environment right now where that is happening. So you want to have an emergency account to go to, not your investment accounts. You want to go to your emergency account. So you may, be unlucky and have your refrigerator breaks down, or you need 4 new tires for your car, or a family member or friend may need your assistance financially. These are what we call emergencies. And if you're working, you should have 6 to 9 months of net income, monthly income for an emergency. And if you're retired and you're a high income earner, you're retired, you got cash flow coming in, you're no longer working, you need less emergency, right? Because you don't, well, we're going to take the equation out of losing your job out of the equation, because you're retired. So you don't need that much of an emergency account. Maybe only 2 months of net income. All right. Now, certainly it's challenging sometimes to create enough emergency dollars just in case. So one of the strategies that I'm going to ask you to employ, and this will only be for emergency for right now, but not for anything else, only for emergency, is that if you have a home and you have equity in that home, you want to acquire a line of credit, a home equity line of credit, to be used only for your emergency. Okay. So in other words, you don't need to get a line of credit up to 70% or 80% of the equity of your home. You don't need to do that. You may only need 5 to 10%, 15% of the equity in your home. so that you can have the money set aside for an emergency only. Number two, invest in your personal development. Right now, start investing in that. Invest in it, whether it's your career, whether you need to get a certification, whether you need to be networking. Networking could take place online, or you may have to go across town to network. You may actually have to get in a plane and pay some money to go network. Personal development is extremely important as you're building on your personal wealth. It has everything to do to building your wealth strategy. Here, number three, diversify your assets. I can't say this louder. Stop putting all your eggs in one basket. Stop buying one stock and trying to hit a home run. Aaron, I'm buying crypto and I'm using Bitcoin or XRP, and you're trying to hit a home run. All your eggs in one basket. Absolutely not. Or there's a stock that you feel that you feel good about, and you're putting all your eggs in that one basket. Or you have a retirement account and you put all of your dollars into growth funds. No, diversify. The first thing that you want to do as you're talking about diversification is you want to create a risk tolerance. It's a questionnaire that you answer, generally 8 to 10 questions. It talks about how much risk you're willing to take. How much are you willing to lose or to gain versus what you lose? This is a risk tolerance questionnaire. And once you complete that risk tolerance questionnaire, it's going to give you a score. And if you score 99 up to 99, which is the highest score, you're a very aggressive investor. But if you score closer to 1, you're a very conservative investor. So you can't invest like the next person. Everybody has a different risk tolerance. And once your risk tolerance is defined, then you have to diversify into growth stocks, value stocks, international bonds, muni bonds, international equities, global equities. It's a whole lot of different strategies that you can use, but you want to diversify your assets out so you can get solid gain, but reduce your losses. Number 4, follow me here. I got 7. I'm not going to be long here, but I am assured that if you follow these 7 strategies, 2 of these are going to connect with you, and it's going to make you better financially for 2026 and beyond. Number 4, maximize your contributions to your retirement accounts. If you work for a company that offers a qualified plan, 403B if you are an educator or work in a hospital, 457 deferred compensation plan if you are a state government employee, thrift savings plan if you are a federal employee, and of course, if you work for a company that offers a 401k, these are all ERISA plans, or what I call retirement plans. Maximize those. You have the ability to put up to $23,500 a year into these plans through your payroll. And if you're over 50 or 50 or over, you have some catch-up contributions that you can put in. This is you, the high income earner. High income earners who are earning these dollars, in many cases, aren't even maxing out their retirement plans. Sometimes you're not even taking advantage of the even match that the company offers to you. You want to maximize these contributions. It makes a difference, a large difference in the amount of wealth that you build in the future. Now, not only do you max the contributions out, you have to decide where you want those contributions to go from a tax perspective. Not only from an investment perspective, but a tax perspective. Do you want your dollars to go into this retirement account pre-tax? That means that I earn, Aaron, 200K a year. I put in 20 plus K a year in it. Now I only have to file taxes on 180K because I get a pre-tax, which gives me a benefit on my taxes at the end of the year. Or, Aaron, do I contribute those dollars after tax? That means Roth contributions. I put money into the Roth contributions, Roth 401k, for Roth 403b. I don't get a pre-tax, but I never pay taxes on the contributions nor the gains in the portfolio. That means as I start receiving income, no tax. So, do I do pre-tax? Do I do Roth contributions? Do I do a combination of? This is important as you do your tax strategy and your investments. I recommend that you speak with a qualified advisor to help you mark that out. How you should design your strategy when you're maxing out your retirement account. Number five. Number five. All right. All right. Thanks for tuning into uh, uh, the daily podcast as we talk about money strategies, everything about money. You know, in the Black community, we have really been very effective over the last 60 plus years when it comes to improving on our academics and our education, improving on our stance in politics. We have grown mightily there. When you talk about sport, right? Sport, we're really strong at sport. Every sport we dominate. Unfortunately, unfortunately, over the last 60 plus years, we have not moved an inch when it comes to wealth building strategies, when it comes to money, economics. That's why this podcast right here is designed to do that. We're going to increase our net worth once we improve our financial literacy, our financial education. There's no school that's teaching you this stuff. None. You're not going into any school and or organization, church or anything, and teaching you about how you maximize your wealth. And these are the conversations that we want to have with you. Oh, by the way, I am qualified to do this. I've been working in personal finance for over 32 years. My firm has built over $250 million under management and advisory for clients who are individuals and business owners, and also nonprofits. So I want you to come with me on this journey. And I'm going to share with you how to win financially. So as we continue our conversation on the 7 ideas or strategies that you start to focus on right now for 2025 to prepare you for 2026 financially, how you position yourself for the journey that you're going to go on when you're building your wealth. Improving, I think I was on number 5, improving your net worth. Absolutely important. Improving your net worth. See, let's define net worth. Net worth is the total amount of assets that you have. Okay. What is an asset, Aaron? Asset is your home. Asset is your automobiles. Assets are your checking account, your savings account, your money market accounts. Assets are your investment accounts, your brokerage account, your 401k statement or account, your IRAs. These are your assets. Assets would be any rental property or investments that you own. Assets could be any art that you own, any jewelry that you own. Uh, Assets could be uh, any titles that you own. See, your assets are sit over here. Over here. These are your assets. Okay. All right. Over here is your liabilities. I got a home, but I got a mortgage on it. That's a liability. I got a car, but I got a note on it. That's a liability. I got student loan debt. That's a liability. These are liabilities. Liabilities rip your wealth from you. How you mean, Aaron? When you have a liability, it takes your cash flow. So when you earn income, a portion of your income has to go to these liabilities. Assets, liabilities, student loan, personal loans, car loans, mortgages, credit cards, business loans. These are all liabilities. I take my assets, subtract my liabilities, it gives me my net worth. As we age, as you go into 2026, you're a year older, or will be a year older, and a year older, and a year older, and a year older. As you age, your net worth should be going up. That means that you are improving financially. If it's going down, it means that disaster is coming, financial disaster. So it's got to go up every year. So you have to build on your assets every year. Your investments have to go up. The value of your investments have to go up. The value of your home, up. Value of your stock portfolio, up. Value of your savings and checking, up. Value of your art, up. Your liabilities got to come down. That means you got to get rid of your student loans. Get rid of your credit cards. Get rid of your personal loans. Get rid of your mortgage loan. Every year you're reducing your liabilities and you're not making more liabilities, your net worth is going to go up. As your net worth goes up, you have more peace of mind. You don't worry as much. You have less stress. You maintain your independence. You have a stronger relationship in your family. See? Your value system becomes much more stronger when you reduce your liabilities and improve your assets as your net worth improves. We want to start strategically planning that right now for 2026. So you want to get all of your assets, your bank account statements, your mortgage statements, you want to get all of that stuff, and you want to create a net worth statement. So you'll know where you are. You have a picture of where you are today so that you can track every year going forward that your net worth is going up. Number 6, conduct a tax audit. And then I'm not talking about your traditional taxes that you have to file at the end of the year or by April 15th of the following year. That's not what Aaron is talking about. Aaron is talking about doing a tax audit on your investments. Are your investments taxable? Are they tax deferred? Are they tax free? Taxable investments are savings, checking, money market accounts, CDs. These are taxable. Brokerage account, taxable. You're taxed on the interest at the end of the year. You're taxed on the interest and the dividends at the end of the year. So you don't get the growth on those portfolios as much, even though you get the same return otherwise in other investments because you're paying taxes on. Should you have those assets and those taxable investments? That's what you want to do an audit on. Second type is a tax deferred investment. Tax deferred means exactly how it sounds. I'm just deferring any tax that I have to pay on the interest and dividend to a future date. And that future date, my portfolio is higher. I pay higher taxes because it's higher. Should I be paying taxes on the seed, or should I pay taxes on the harvest? Well, if I gave you a choice, you'll pay taxes on the seed because the seed is lower. You pay lower taxes. When it grows, you're harvesting. You pay taxes on harvest. You want to strategically start to allocate appropriately your investments so that you can pay less money in taxes. So you pay taxes on the seed versus the harvest. That means that you might have to start looking at strategies that are tax-free. That's the third option, tax-free. Tax-free means I never pay taxes on the money. Life insurance allows me not to pay taxes on the money. Roth IRAs allow me not to pay tax on my money. I can get the growth of my money with interest, dividend, and never have to pay taxes. You want to do a tax audit to determine what and how you position your investments so you can maximize your growth for tax strategy. Right now, 2025, you want to start doing that right now. The final one, the final one, hire a financial professional. I'm going to say this again. You're a high income earner. You're a high income earner. You're making 300K a year. You're making 150K a year. You're making 600K a year. And you're saying, I'm not where I want to be financially. I think I should be further. Or you're saying, I have done well, but I want to be better. And you're trying to figure it all out on your own. You're taking your knowledge, your education, your skill sets. You're taking what God gave you and your abilities. And you're saying, I'm trying to figure this out. And as I'm figuring it out, trying to figure it out, I'm also taking my time away from things that are important to me, like my career and or my family. And I'm trying to figure it out. But yet, but yet, God has placed in front of you other people, OPB, other people's brains, other people's knowledge, other people's wisdom to help you improve on your personal finance. But you're too stubborn to take the advice. See, look here. If you hire a qualified, successful financial advisor, financial planner that you trust, they can mean the world to you by adding to your team, adding to you their knowledge, their wisdom, their skill, their understanding, so that you don't have to muddle along and try to figure it out. And while you're trying to figure it out, your colleague has a financial advisor, planner that's organizing them financially and giving them a strategic game plan and helping them monitor that game plan to help them build wealth and do it in a way where you have peace of mind and you're able to not only build wealth during your lifetime as you navigate to 2026, but you're able to position your wealth to go to your children or to go to your grandchildren. But most important, to help you reach your personal financial goals that you're trying to accomplish. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you position 7 strategies to allow you to position yourself as six-figure income earners as you navigate to 2026. Continue to tune into Your Daily Bread. Right here is where we're going to educate you on the language of money. And we're going to start to build black capitalists, right? Black capitalists. As I close up this evening, currently there are 4.2 million black millionaires in this country. 4.2 million. I am envisioning as we navigate to year 2026, 7, 8, 9, before we hit the year 2030, we're going to double those millionaires to 8.4 million black millionaires in this country. I look forward to talking to you next time. Once again, I'm Aaron Smith, Your Daily Bread. We'll see you soon.